Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sade, and I am the owner of Third Generation Conjure. So welcome. So for today's video, we are doing some tarot readings for the fall season, and this time we are looking at the sign of Leo. So we're just gonna see what the fall season holds, and make sure to check your sun, moon, and rising sign because things may resonate a little bit differently. And I think I forgot to tell my other people on these other videos that as well. But, you know, make sure to check, once again, that sun, moon, and rising. And I am reading from a traditional Rider-Waite deck and also a tarot deck that I created just for myself, personally using for my customers. When I do readings for my customers, I mean. All right, Leo, so we are back with your reading. So for the present, we received the Sun card, the Three of Pentacles, and the card of Roots. Okay, so the Sun deals with success. It deals with optimism. So a lot of you under this sign may be moving into a phase where you are optimistic about your future. Okay, the Sun card also can be a sense where things seem like they may be improving, or once again, even if they're not improving, you have a newfound sense of drive and optimism right now. This may also deal with children, and children being a focal point right now in your present reality. With the Three of Pentacles behind this deals with working together. This deals with teamwork, okay? So you may see that you are collaborating with other people, and this is a need for you to stay open and collaborate with others, especially when it deals with a work sense. And for some reason, I feel like the Three of Pentacles is like a social media card. So if a lot of you are in that field, this is just a reminder to keep going and to keep putting yourself out there. With this Sun card, this is fire, and it is and that's what Leo rules, okay? So Leo is bold. Leo is fierce. So this is really a period for you to really step into embodying this aspect of your personality, okay? With this card behind this is the card of Roots. So the Roots card is all about your foundation. So you may be in a phase where possibly you are stepping into evaluating your foundation, okay? There may be some beliefs that you are moving away from. This is also a period of stability. It's also a period of growth. So this is really a time for you to kind of ground yourself, okay? Also focus on long-term results. When you look at this, you see that this is a tree, and you can see the roots that are inside of that are going deep into the tree. So this is also a period of you getting back to your roots, especially if it deals with a spiritual sense. And maybe there are some things that you need to get back to in order to sprout and in order for you to grow. This also is about staying rooted in your beliefs, and also getting in touch with your heritage, and also about finding light in dark moments. So this comes as the illumination with the sun. So if you have been going through a dark period, Leo, this is just telling you that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and things seem to start looking up for you, okay? So then next I pulled on a focus. So what is a focus for those under the sign of Leo? So I get the Chariot, the Death card, and the card of the Evil Eye. Okay, so the Chariot card. The Chariot deals with personal willpower. It's also a card that deals with travel, and can also be a card that represents movement in a sense. So a focus for a lot of you is to really get going and getting focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, especially throughout the fall season. This is all about putting in the work and putting things into motion, okay? Once again, this Chariot card is about personal will and determination. So this will determine how your season flows. And with this Chariot card, you have the ability to go either direction. So really, you are the creator of your reality. And this is just a period for you to really recognize that and step forward in embodying that type of energy as well. The Death card is overall a period of transformation. So it's like a death of an old self and rebirth. Oftentimes when I see this as like an ego death. So also a lot of you may be going through some type of revolution, okay, within the fall month, where you are kind of digging into the depths of yourself and really discovering something new about yourself. But overall, when you see the death card, this is like the death of an old life, the death of an old self. But a lot of you really stepping into this this type of energy where you're in the spotlight. And I saw that coming up throughout this reading, okay? Then we get the card of Evil Eye, okay? So the Evil Eye card is, once again, a period where you may be out in the limelight and you may be in the spotlight. You may be getting attention, whether this is, once again, like in a work setting, whether this is social media, whether this is relationship wise, and this may come with some jealousy from other people. Even if it's not intentional, it could be coming from your close friends and family. It could also be coming from people that you may not even know, okay? So this is really a period for you to make sure that you're protecting your energy because you have a lot of eyes on you. The evil eye represents envy. It also represents you being aware of these negative energies that are being sent at you, and that you make sure that you protect your energy at this time from this. But this is also, once again, about you being vigilant in protecting your energy, okay? This also reminds you to stay grounded and also don't allow negativity or these evil eyes to dim your light, or, you know, you changing the way that you are based on others' perception and what others think of you. Make sure that you continue to step into, you know, that sun type energy where you're being the light and you're being the brightness for other people, okay? You're really stepping into a period where maybe you have some popularity that's coming up for you. And I saw this coming into the theme aspect. So with this spot, for the theme, we get the Five of Cups, we get the Knight of Wands, and we get the card of the Influencer, okay? So the Five of Cups is a card of mourning, okay? And this is like you mourning over something that you've lost, but over here, you're mourning about these 3 cups, but you have these 2 cups behind you that you're not paying attention to, okay? So even if you have been going through a period where you feel like, you know, maybe you've been going through a rough time. Maybe you have lost some things. Maybe you were running a business and things are down, but this is like you coming back around and you picking back up, okay? This is picking up where you left off, but this also tells you don't cry over the small stuff or cry over spilled milk. Not everything's going to be perfect. This is a need for you to keep going regardless of trying to be perfect in a sense, okay? Also, that Five of Cups, once again, makes you not cry over the small stuff. So this is really a need for you to not sweat the small stuff, but overall see the bigger picture, okay? And that is a theme for you. So, you know, you can get stuck in this Five of Cups energy, this regretful, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but this is the need to rise above that. And I do, you know, we pulled on some challenges, which we'll talk about, but I do like to point that out, you know, making sure that you're rising above those negative, pessimistic type viewpoints. The Knight of Wands comes, and the Knight of Wands is a card of action, okay? When you see wands, this is all about action. So as far as a theme for you, there's going to be a lot of busy energy that's going on for you right now, Leo. This is also a bearer of good news, so you may have new opportunities that are coming in for you. So new job opportunities, new collaboration that are coming about, new relationships. Overall, the Knight of Wands brings new energy and he brings rapid movement. So really a period where you're on the go, okay? You kind of get up and go, and this is a period of you accomplishing your goals, Leo. The Influencer. So this Influencer card is exactly what it says. For some reason, it looks like those under the sign of Leo are going to be getting a lot of attention, okay? So once again, whether that's if you're doing something like social media, if that's where you're dating and you're just getting a lot of, you know, attention, but it's like a period where you're really leveling up, especially with the Sun card coming up in the present. So even if you're not really feeling it right now, you're not seeing it right now, the fall is going to be a period for those under the sign of Leo to really level up, okay? But the Influencer card is a card of the power of presence. It's the card power of your image. So you may even be working on your image, even your physical appearance right now, okay? Once again, like a glow up for those under this sign. This also represents you know, someone who commands attention. So really a period where you are really stepping into your confidence at this particular time, Leo. So, you know, just be used to and get used to the attention that you're going to be receiving throughout this season. But this also is a period for you to be authentic, okay? This is about your public perception and also your reputation. So, you know, make sure that you're guarding it, especially within, you know, this digital age. So also be mindful of things that you post online, things that you post on social media, your digital footprint, things of that nature. Okay, Leo. But overall, a period where you are really stepping into this limelight and this boss type energy. Okay. So then next I pulled on, let's see, some challenges. So what are some challenges for those under the sign of Leo? We get the 8 of Swords, we get the 7 of Pentacles, and we get the card of the Matriarch. Okay, so the 8 of Swords is a card that I see as self-imprisonment. Okay, so this is a card where it's like no escape, is your hands are tied, and a lot of times these problems that you have are of your own making, and there are things that relate to the mind. Okay, swords are all about the mind. So if you look at this, the lady, she's wrapped, okay, but the cords are so loose she can easily shake out of it. So once again, there may be some minor setbacks, but there's nothing happening that you can't overcome. So instead of getting into this woe is me mentality, this is about rising above the challenges, okay, and making sure that you keep going, because anything that happens to you right now within this season, Leo, is going to be really of your own making. Okay, so there's a need for you to not really hold yourself back. You may also find yourself trying to contain yourself, and once again, kind of dimming your light because of what other people think or what haters think. So make sure that you're not doing that, because that could represent a problem for you, okay, especially throughout the fall season. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of slow and steady. So when you look at this, this is a guy sitting here. He's planted these pentacles and they're growing, and he's just sitting here and he's just waiting patiently for his pentacles to grow. So this is really a period of you planting seeds for future growth. So it's going to also be important for you to be consistent with what it is that you are doing right now, Leo, whether that is being patient with getting to know someone in a relationship, whether that's being patient on a job where you're learning a skill, whether that's, you know, starting social media and it's not moving really quick initially, but you keeping consistent and that you keep going. This is really a need for you to, once again, be patient with the things that you are doing and the tasks that you're doing, even if you're not initially seeing results or seeing results right now. With this behind this is the Matriarch card. So this could be some type of issues or challenges with a motherly figure, you know, especially if you are holding yourself back because you fear being judged by someone who may be a parent, maybe a mother. Okay, this also is a card that speaks of, once again, those roots. Okay, so this could be abandoning your roots and having a challenge with that right now, but really a need for you to get in touch with those roots and really embrace it. Also, this deals with you know, stability, and also, once again, a card of resilience. So keeping going no matter what is going on around you. This is also can tell you to acknowledge your lineage. Okay, so your ancestors are going to also be very important for you throughout this season as well. Okay, but overall, the Matriarch card is a card of also motherly type energy. It's like the Empress type energy. So there may be a challenge with you getting in touch with your feminine energy or even being nurturing. So that's something for you to be aware of throughout this season, especially if you have children as well. So making sure that you are embodying that motherly energy also. Okay. So then I pulled on some advice. So what is some advice for those under the sign of Leo? We get the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Monitoring Spirit card, and the card of the Coven. Okay, so we'll first start with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, when you see this, this is like a card that could represent a period where your thinking is muddled, or maybe there's some type of confusion. You may have a lot of different things in front of you, which may lead to some confusion or not making a decision. Okay, when you see this card, this is like this person has all this in front of them, and it's just like they can't make a decision. So sometimes this can represent your energy being a little bit too scattered, and a need for you to really kind of settle down and do one thing at a time, especially as it deals with, you know, like we said, this attention and all of that. You can have so much coming at you that you're not really being grounded. So this is a need for you to really be grounded. Also pay attention to anything that alters your thinking. So make sure that you're not that you're being mindful of like mind altering drugs and things of that nature as well, Leo. The Queen of Pentacles is a card of stability. It's a card that represents the finer things in life. The Queen of Pentacles is represented by all of this luxury, but she's also grounded. So it's really going to be a need for you to be grounded and not allow all of the attention that you may be receiving this season to go to your head. So making sure that you are staying grounded as well. Making sure that there is a balance between things that are going on in your life. So a balance between, you know, material and your spiritual, etc. Okay. Also, the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like, I see it as like a boss energy. So this could also be a need for you to kind of level up, to step into some type of leadership role. This could be a need for you to start a business or something of that nature, as well as you see the Queen of Pentacles as an entrepreneur. She's a business owner, she's a boss, but she also balances things. So she balances her home life, she balances her career. This is also a need for you to balance, especially when it comes to if you have children, making sure that you're balancing those aspects of being a parent as well as being, you know, a career man or a career woman as well. With the Seven of Wands behind this, when you look at this card, this guy is on a hill, so he's on high ground, and he has these 6 wands at him, and he has the 7th wand in his hand. Now, if you look at his shoes are different, okay? So when you see that, that could be like things happening where you're taken off guard, or a lot of things that are coming at you at one time. And even if you feel like there's a lot of stress going on, Leo, this just tells you that you have the ability to overcome any kind of obstacles or opposition that comes at you at this time, regardless if you feel like you're going crazy, okay? Because like once again, when you see this, he's on high ground, and he feels like he's being attacked. He sees the attack, but they can't reach him. Okay, so this is just telling you that regardless of what's going on, to keep going. This seems like it may be a very busy season for you, where you have a lot going on, and there's just a need for you to balance, and also make sure that you're getting proper rest with this 4 of Swords behind it. So this is just kind of honing in on that message, just telling you also make sure that you have proper balance where you're resting. Once again, the fall, for some reason with Leo, it looks like it's just a busy season for you, but there's also going to be a need for you to take some time out, rest, also recharge your batteries. Okay, also make sure that you are thinking through decisions and you're weighing your options. Once again, the 7 of Cups could represent having a lot of different choices, while the 4 of Swords is a card of you sitting back and you contemplating and you're thinking things through. Make sure that you're not making rush decisions and overcommitting yourself this particular season, Leo. And then we get the card of the Monitoring Spirit and the card of the Coven. So once again, with all of this attention that you have going on, there are going to be some people that you're going to attract that are going to be some haters. So that just comes with the territory, and that comes with anything that you're doing. There will be people who are envious of you. So also make sure that with your goals that you're kind of not telling it to too many people, okay? Because everyone may not be as happy for you as you think they are, okay? And when you look at this card, you see this Monitoring Spirit card. There's a fly, which if you know, you know. you start seeing a lot of flies and gnats and things in your home, especially when there's no explanation for it, usually there's some type of energy that you need to clear out, as that's a monitoring type spirit, a monitoring energy. So you see this fly in the background with this eye, but this girl is on a computer. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, when we're looking at this card once again, so you see the girl that's on the computer, and then she has this eye and this fly in the background that she's unaware of. So once again, pay attention to the things that you are telling others. Pay attention to what you're posting on your social media, especially when it comes to letting people know about your life, because outside energy can affect what you got going on. Also, pay attention to that person that pops up out of the blue that you haven't talked to in forever, and then you notice every time they pop up is when you're doing something, even if you're moving in silence, and they're trying to ask you what's going on, or you notice every time this person pops up, things start going haywire. Pay attention to those, whether that's even a friend, whether that's family members. Okay, the Coven card, once again, this is about your circle, making sure that you are paying attention to what you're telling people around you. So the Coven card is all about close-knit groups, and this is also a period where you may be finding like your soul tribe. In a sense, this could be you discovering some people that you may not need to be telling a lot of information to. So pay attention also to your circle. Once again, this may also be a period where you're finding some people that are like-minded individuals, and your circle just changing, because as we evolve, which we should, a lot of times it doesn't even have to be anything negative. Sometimes we just kind of fall off with people, and we just kind of move, and we just kind of move on, and we kind of grow, and we kind of elevate. And a lot of times we're just on different levels and in different phases of our life, and that's okay. I've had a few people, even myself personally, where there was no kind of animosity at all, but it's just, you just kind of fade off, and you kind of just go your own separate way because you're doing your own type of thing. So just don't be surprised if that's something that you experience within this season, Leo. Okay, and then lastly, we pulled on some outcomes. So for this, we get the Six of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Bible, Karma, and the Conjure Man. Okay, once again, like we talked about with that monitoring spirit, people from the past, there's a need for you to be aware of people that appear from the past, especially throughout the fall season, because we have the Six of Cups, which is the past, which is a card of nostalgia. This could also be revisiting some things from the past, but this page behind it and the Knight of Swords, this is what kind of concerns me, because that page a lot of times represents like a spy, okay? And the Knight of Swords is like things that happen quickly and rapidly. So once again, pay attention to people who emerge from the past, asking questions, trying to get information. Make sure to set firm boundaries, okay? But there may be some things that come up from the past that reemerge on the scene. Even if this is like a form of shadow work, address it and move on, okay? And this could be someone trying to get information as far as what you're doing in a financial sense, and how your stability, okay? But the King of Pentacles also is a card that represents stability. It's kind of like the Queen of Pentacles that came up. It represents fertility. It represents abundance, and really a period where you are moving into another you're kind of elevating, okay? Especially in a financial sense, especially in a power type sense. So you may even get some type of leadership role, or something that puts you in a position of power or authority in a sense, okay? Then behind this, we get the Bible, the card of Karma, and the Conjure Man. Okay, so first we'll start with the Bible. So the Bible, once again, is kind of like that Roots card. It deals with your foundation, okay? It deals with your principles. It deals with your belief system, especially as it relates to your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual guidance. So with this card, this represents a period where you may be evolving in a spiritual sense. And this doesn't have to necessarily be something that's religious. It could be in a spiritual sense. But overall, this represents a this is a card that represents your faith, okay? It also represents your foundation. It represents your principles, and also represents a sacred space. If you see this, this is a Bible that's sitting open, that's on an altar with a candle burning. So also a need for you to dedicate a sacred space, you know, for your spiritual, religious practices as well, okay? And also a period where your faith is going to be restored. Then we get the card of karma. So karma, we all know what karma is. The wheel of karma is constantly spinning. So this is like the return of karma that you see this season. So if you've been feeling like you've been going through a bad season, this is like the wheel turning for you. But also, once again, this speaks of cycles as well. So this is like cause and effect. So anything that you have, any kind of seeds that you have planted in the past, this is like a period where things are starting to turn around in your favor, and you're starting to reap the benefits of past efforts, okay? Whether that's negative, whether that's positive, but overall, the outcome cards look to be fairly positive. But overall, the karma card deals with cause and effect, and also deals with cycles and also consequences, okay? So really a period where, you know, there's a cycle of growth. You know, when you look at cycles in life, there's always going to be a cycle of growth, a cycle of decline, okay? So if you feel like you've been on the decline, this is like your time to come up, okay? And once again, the wheel turning in your favor. Lastly, we get the card of the Conjure Man. So the Conjure Man is has the same energy as the card of the Magician. He's the alchemist, okay? He's number 1 in the deck. So the Conjure Man also tells you that your actions will determine your outcomes, okay? Like this karma card. So the energy that you project out is going to come back to you, and it's going to come back probably rather quickly. So make sure that you are elevating, and that you are vibrating on a level, and on you are projecting the energy that you want to receive, okay? So I hope that reading resonated with you guys, and if you need a personal reading, make sure to visit our website, which is www.thirdgenerationconjure.com. I plan to have the remainder of these readings done over the next couple days, so make sure that you're following the page. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.